back on the Vicky Gotti show.
We're back on the Vicky Gotti show, you guys, and we're here with the lovely DONYAE. Hi, DONYAE. How are you?
What up, love?
Thank you for coming on the VG show.
I'm excited. Thank you for having me.
I love your shirt.
Oh, I appreciate it.
I really do. You have to get your teas, you guys, but I'll give you more information about that on another show. It's all about DONYAE today and the Privilege One Entertainment. Let's talk about it.
That's what's up. What you want to know about?
I want to know, first of all, let's talk about the weekend. Let's just talk about your whole weekend. Tell me about the clubs, the ball, and all that.
This is my first annual Atlanta Summer Bash. It's something I'm going to do every year. Previously, I just threw a ball every year in July, the last weekend of July. Now, I decided to go ahead and elevate it some and call it Atlanta Summer Bash, a.k.a. Privilege Weekend. And that starts July 24th to July 27th. You know, it's all my clubs. Thursday, Friday, Saturday's the ball, and Sunday is the finale. It's just going to be a dope weekend. You know, I think I specialize in having very unique, nice, upscale venues. And that's what y'all gonna get when y'all get here.
I think I saw King. I think I seen Amaya on one of the flyers.
Yeah,
is
Amaya,
she coming out?
Yeah, Amaya is hosting Thursday night at E Villa, the club we came to last Thursday. She's hosting.
It was nice. It was nice.
Yeah, but she actually gonna be here all weekend. That's like my sister. She definitely supports.
Yeah, shout out to her. Now, okay, so what made you start this whole situation? Privilege One Entertainment.
Well, the name came from when I came out into the gay scene in 2008. My Facebook name was, DONYAE the Privileged One. And when I decided to start my company, I was just like, what would my company name be? And ever since I came out into the scene, coming from, the heterosexual scene, I always had like kind of, you can call it bitter or you can call it, just this guarded attitude as in, fuck everybody else, because I didn't know nobody in the gay scene, and I didn't, my family kind of lived in Atlanta. All of my family lived in Atlanta, and honestly, I was the only one left in foster care out of all my siblings, so I kind of had to stay in foster care by myself because we all got different dads, so they all got taken out of foster care shortly after getting in it. And I was left by myself in it. So, I kind of always had, I was kind of, lonely, and I felt abandoned that my dad's side of the family, and my mom's side of the family lived in Atlanta, but nobody, in a way, nobody came and got me or whatever. So when I got on my own in January 2008, that was just my name. That's what I created on Facebook, and when I thought about Privilege One, it was more like, I'm finally in this real life world now. It's like anybody to be in my space or for me to, be cool with anybody, whatever. It's a privilege. So 2011, when I started my company, I decided to name it Privilege One Entertainment. That, when I step into this game, it's not going to be a typical club promotion and event coordination or whatever. So I was like, anytime that you come to a Privilege One Entertainment event or a party or whatever, that it is a privilege because you're getting more than, what you're expecting at a event or a club night, whether it's the decorations or whether it's, the production put into the event or anything of that nature. And, in Atlanta, most people, in the homosexual community, they pay, $10, maybe $15, $20 at the most to get in a club versus the heterosexual, you're paying $30, $40, $50. And honestly, I feel like when you come to a Privilege One Entertainment event, a club night for, say, you should be paying $30, $40, $50. So, it goes back to just, it's a privilege to be at such a unique upscale party with great production. So, 2012, I had my first event ever that I've ever thrown, period.
Were you nervous?
I was definitely nervous. It was the grand opening of Gold Room, and that's when Marlo had just got on Housewives of Atlanta. I was the first person to ever book my boo Marlo, and when I booked her, we shut the club down. We made many blog sites. We made media takeout. It was dope. So I just took flight from there and continued to do it.
Okay. What was the best advice somebody gave you?
The best advice somebody gave me, be humble. Definitely be humble and listen.
Okay, you said being humble and I have to, I'm gotta do rumor alert real quick. Yeah, really quickly though. Because I hear that you're arrogant, I hear that you're cocky, I hear that your shit don't stink, I hear that you're stuck up. I hear a lot of things. And I want to know, why do you think people say these type of things? Because more than one person said this. Because I heard it. So, so I just want to hear from the horse's mouth. Is it just hate?
No, it may come off as that. I feel like, especially in the scene, when you're silent or when you don't go to the drum on everybody else's beat, people are gonna have something to say about you. I just don't. I overanalyze everything and everybody majority of the time, and I just, I don't take my chances as much. I feel like I be cordial. Not trying to say people just blow me, hit me up like crazy, but whenever somebody speak to me in a club, in a sitting out, or versus on social media, I feel like I speak and I be cordial, but I don't feel like, I don't feel like I'd be shorting them like hi and stuff like that, like unless they just continue to hit me up or something of that nature. And I just don't feel like I know I'm a guarded individual, but I don't feel like I'm fucking ass. Like I feel like that I'd be cordial, and I've seen so many backstabbing and stuff. And I just I don't want to be a victim of that at the end of the day. So I'm good with just.
Quick question to another one, Mother. Did you burn your bridges with a lot of people in Atlanta? Is that true?
If you're talking about since I started throwing events and clubs, then balls, then I would say maybe so. I feel like I have strong ballroom friends here in Atlanta or whatever, and friends go through things. Whether they're ballroom friends or real life friends, you go through things, and I don't feel like I burnt bridges. I feel like we've handled our situation and we've moved forward. And if we haven't, then we will or will be. I know I would be a mature adult and, just try to sweep it on the rug and just learn from that experience. I don't feel like I burnt bridges. I do feel like it's a lot of envy. Mm-hmm. I feel like it's a lot of envy that goes around, especially when you're doing things that others wish they were doing, or took the initiative to jump out there and do it. Because they were scared of the investment, or they were scared of the possibilities of it being a failure. And I feel like the fact that I'm young and I did that, I do. I see a lot of envy, a lot of bitter people. I see a lot of true colors come out. And then again, you still try to be humble as much as possible. But when you try to be humble and be quiet, they just pick. And it's like sometimes at the end of the day, we all can be shady. So sometimes you just have to bring them back to reality and be like, you know what, don't get it twisted. I did this, and I still got it coming. So you are hating at the end of the day, because I'm not going around bragging on, the people, the success comes from the patrons, and at the end of the day, I couldn't even be able to do the stuff that I'm doing if the patrons weren't there. So at the end of the day, it's...
What's next for the privilege? What's next for the company?
What's next for the company? Honestly, I've been doing this for 2-3 years now, club promotion. Originally, I was using that as a utensil to brand myself, to get my brand out there, the Privilege One. Now I'm ready to, start on my sleepwear line, which would be called
What is
Privilege.
It called?
Privilege.
Okay, what is it? What kind of line is it?
Sleepwear.
Okay.
Yeah. So think more Victoria's Secret, but more Victor's Secret for males anyway. It's starting off as just for males.
Oh.
Yeah, I feel like the gay scene and, being homosexual is, gradually being a top thing in the world now, and I think, some sexy lingerie for people, for males and stuff is, something that I can invest in, and I think that I have a platform that it'll make revenue and it'll make a change,
That's dope.
Thank you.
That's dope. Really dope. Now, love in Atlanta for DONYAE. Because you're an attractive, handsome guy, DONYAE.
Thank you.
So, what is DONYAE's type?
DONYAE type is... Make sure you don't say stuff to say.
What's your type? No, keep it funky. This is the Vicky Gotti Show. Keep it real.
DONYAE type is something similar to DONYAE. Similar. I don't find it much. Don't get me wrong. I don't mind the opposite, you know, but I more so just want somebody that's, you know, focused on the prize, such as goals, having some type of ambition toward life. I don't want to stay the same level in life. I'm just always looking to elevate. So I want somebody that's just going, anybody that's ready to elevate in life and whatever you're doing, as long as you're trying to elevate and become something bigger. I like somebody that's, you know, typical my size and height.
Let me ask you about this, Tanya, real quick. Femme, math, in between, down low, how you like your trans men?
I prefer somebody that's masculine that I can, you know, hang around in public with. I don't mind somebody, a butch queen. I don't mind somebody that can turn it on and off. That's what matters most, as long as you can turn it on and off. But we keep talking about what I'm attracted to. But I haven't been in one relationship. I'm really not. I don't be going. I've been looking for relationships. I've been single since '09, so I don't.
So you don't have crushes? People come at you. Like, what do you say to them when they come at you or try to spit game at you? Want to take you on a date or something? Just not interested?
No, I mean I'd be interested, but I just don't. It's just not.
Is it because Atlanta? Is nobody here?
Well, it's like, even if it's Atlanta, when people move to Atlanta, they leave from somewhere. So they have, you know, 9 out of 10, especially if they're attractive. It's nothing, we're all a men. So at the end of the day, we all have sex drives, and we all, you know, somehow probably have managed, you know, mentalities sometimes, you know, every here and there. So it's not.
Okay, well, hold on. Since you're not dating, you're not doing all that, so are you thotting? So you just have different sex partners? Do you have buddies? Do you have pieces? Like, what you know?
I mean, I have people that, you know, very rarely somebody new coming to, you know, the privileged life.
The privileged life.
So, but no, I keep the same people. I definitely feel like, you know, in the past years that majority of the people that I, you know, deal with are the same individuals. Though.
Okay. Now, what is your biggest fear about having your own company and all that jazz?
The biggest fear is not knowing when to stop and how much money to continue to invest, because at the end of the day, it's all an investment.
Talk up from me, DONYAE.
It's all an investment at the end of the day. So the biggest fear is not knowing when to stop and, you know, when to stop being stubborn. And that's the biggest fear, I feel like, not knowing when to stop or when you're doing too much. Mm-hmm. And that's a big deal for me, because I like to keep busy. I like to do so much and have so much hustles going on, you know, as much as possible, especially, you know, trying to keep it legit as much as possible. You want to just continue to have all them, you know, routes to bring revenue and stuff in.
How is Atlanta as far as, like, supporting, like, the other type of, like, is it a lot of, like, do they spread love? Is it like
love? The club promotion scene?
Mm-hmm.
I would say when I first came out, I definitely feel like I was the hit person to, you know, throw somebody in a ballroom scene birthday, such as the Jolies, the Country Chanels. I've thrown a lot of people birthday.
I think you did a Maya's party.
Yeah, I did hers this past January. It was dope, definitely dope. So I feel like as time goes on, no, I feel like, and you know, maybe there's some things that I have to work on, but I definitely feel like it just, especially the film queens, and you know, and I love them, you know. But I feel like in this scene, they expect to get in free, and I feel like that's not really supporting my pockets. In this scene, it just seemed like, just in the ball, they bring you up to bring you down at the end of the day. They don't want to see you make too much revenue or have too much success. And that's not everybody, because some people do support, but majority of people, they want to get in free at the end of the day. They want to, you know, but they don't want to, you know, not trying to say they have to, but they don't want to like nothing on Facebook. They don't want to share nothing on Facebook and then ask to get in free. They just want to get there and get in free. You know, they don't want to give no shout outs and say, you know, come out and support, you know, or I'm going here. They just want to get in free. And when, you know, when you finally turn them down, then they want to badmouth you, and they want to, you know, but you're not really supporting me. You probably want front row seats just to see me fail deep down inside. Right. So no, they don't support as much as they used to. Mm-hmm. And you know, like I said, maybe some things that I have to work on as well. I'm not perfect, but for the most part, I don't feel like I be picking at people. I feel like I stay in my zone. I just try to do my hustle to elevate. And I feel like that's what I really do. I don't feel like I be in everybody's face. I don't feel like I don't feel like that.
Would you take privilege on the road?
Oh yeah, it definitely, definitely going on the road. I would say by the end of this year, no later than the beginning of next year. I've had plenty of opportunities and been asked, different prides to collaborate. But I didn't feel like I was ready because I'm trying to establish myself in Atlanta as being one of the top promoters. Then I can, branch off.
Now, what's it take to be a privilege down with the team? Because I see sometimes you do be having like open casts and looking for new people and stuff like that. What do you look for, DONYAE? Because somebody out there might be watching and might say, hey, I want to get down with DONYAE Privilege One Entertainment Company. How do they get involved, or what do you look for?
I just look for somebody that has team spirit, that's confident in themselves, because you have to promote. You have to promote. You probably have to be part of the street team. Somebody that's, definitely goal-oriented, want to reach a goal, because I want to reach a goal. Exactly. So hopefully y'all want to reach a goal. Somebody that definitely want to elevate the company and grow within the company. Teamwork. And somebody that's to know how to control itself, because at the end of the day, when you're working for Privilege One Entertainment and you're out your daily life, people remember your face because they're going to remember the brand, and therefore they're going to, base your actions on how you act in public, based on, they're going to relate back to Privilege One Entertainment. So somebody that definitely can control themselves out in public in their life. Hey, if you can do that and you want to be in a high-speed environment, then definitely considerations, and hit up privilege1ent@gmail.com.
You're promoting that as well, so I would love you to go ahead and let them know where your location is going to be at for the ball, and the whole dates and everything, so everybody can know that's coming from all over the place. Because I heard it's going to be a cute weekend.
It is, most definitely. Thursday night is at Evilla. Maya Scott is hosting. That's 495 Peachtree Street. 3 levels, one huge patio. It's really dope. Hookah's gonna be there and everything. Friday it's at Scene City. That's a nice venue as well. Saturday the ball is at Social Haven, 405 Bennett Street. That's in Buckhead, Atlanta. And then Sunday, of course, it's the finale. My baby, Tongue and Groove.
I love Sunday that's night. Right in Buckhead, right?
Yeah, Lindbergh.
Lindbergh, I would definitely, yeah.
So most definitely, it's gonna be a great weekend. We definitely got a surprise guest coming through Sunday. And she'll be, on the lookout for that.
Dope. And let them know your Instagram and everything like that, and Facebook, because they might want to hit you up. Yeah.
My Instagram is YAE _DA the one. ONE. So YAE _ the one. My company Instagram is Privilege PRIVILEGED the number 1 ENT. That's it. Privilege One ENT. And my Facebook is DONYAE the Privilege One, and my other Facebook is YAE Don't Change.
Now, DONYAE, thank you so much for doing this. But let me ask for part 2, you guys. I'm gonna release that when I'm ready. DONYAE, just give me a quick, what's next for you for ballroom? Is it Mugler?
Stay tuned and see.